Hi everyone, Lisa here. So welcome to What's Up Wednesday. I know you're like, why is she showing me a Pinterest board? So I was going to show you this image down here. This is my inspiration for my art journal today. I've always wanted to try and do a face. And I like the fact that this one does not have eyes and stuff in it, which I'm not very good on the eyes. So it just kind of gets you to kind of start working on, the face, the head, etc., etc. Or not the face, but like the body and the hair, and then you don't have to worry about the face. And I also like the colors that are in here. They're kind of like a limey green and some blue, but it's a lot of white in the background. So I will try to attempt this background, but I just thought it would be fun to give it a go. So we're gonna jump into that. So just hang on a second. I'll take you over to my scrappy area. Okay, so I was noticing when I showed you guys that sketch. Oh, by the way, I've already gessoed my background. I did sketch out a face and a head. Well, not a face. A head with some hair and just the body and stuff like that. So, yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then I did notice on that sketch that they did, or that sketch, that, you know what I mean, like the inspiration sheet, they did have some stickers, like, they look like stamps, actually. So, I actually have these are old, man. These are really old. There's an Amphora stickers from the Cavallini company. And there is ones in here that do look like stamps. So I thought, hey, let's just go for it. And just kind of like, get them in there. I mean, I've had them forever. Might as well, right? So we're going to do that. And then I see that they kind of have them washed out a little bit into the background. So we're going to do that. And so we're just going to run with it. I'll jump into fast forward right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with some gelatos here to add some color. So I picked out this snow cone metallic mint and then this mixed margarita, and I think that'll get me pretty close to the colors that I'm looking for. So we're just gonna kind of like just add some color here and there, and then we'll just water it down. And I'm not worried about going over top of the stickers or even the face, because they don't like color the face in. They just leave the face the way it is with the color in the background, and they just drew over top of it, which I'm good with that. So so we're just gonna kind of like play with color and see what we get. Okay, so the color just seems a little like the blue isn't really popping out as much as I'd like. So I'm just going to go back in here with some of this blue. And I just think the green is just taking over a little bit. So we're just going to add, this is the blueberry metallic, and we'll just add that. And then again, all I'm doing is just dipping my paintbrush in some water and then just blending it out, and that is more like the color what I'm looking for. Okay, so next I think I'm going to add some stamping in the background. It's just a little wet here, so I'll probably go in and dry it before I do that. But there is stamping on that picture that I showed, and it just adds a little bit of texture and dimension. So this is the Tim Holtz Stamper Anonymous stamp, and it's called the Mixed Media Stamps. So if you want to take a look at those, there's some really cool backgrounds here. I think I'm going to concentrate on this one and then this one. I think these other ones might be a little bit too dark, but we'll see. But yeah, I just think I'm going to concentrate with these two first, and then we'll see what we can get. And yes, I am going to be using some black ink, and I'm going to go to the Archival just because it's waterproof. If I decide I want to do anything over top, this way I don't have to worry about the ink bleeding or anything. So I'm definitely going to go to the Archival. So let me just dry this little spot and then we'll get into this stamping. Okay, so I actually am going to go with this stamp. I really like how this is turning out. But for those of you who did not know, Hero Arts ink is a waterproof ink. So if you actually look on the back, it says acid-free and archival, fade resistant on glossy papers, waterproof for watercolors and markers, dries permanently, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, for those of you who did not know, yeah. Hero Arts inks, waterproof. Who knew, huh? I actually saw that. I think it was Jennifer Maguire or somebody like that that's seen it. So anyway, just a word to the wise. So if you want to try something different with your Hero Arts, they are waterproof. So I'm going in with the neon orange because really, can you honestly go wrong with neon orange? And oh my goodness, I love how that's turning out. So you say, can this page possibly get any better? Why, yes, I think it can. Let's go with some Hero Arts Neon Pink, and I'm going to use, this is that Finnabair checkered mask. So again, we're just going to use this as a stencil to ink up some areas. And hello, that looks awesome. Okay, so, oh my goodness, I love this page. And you know what? This reminds me of Sandra with all the bright colors and everything like this. So this really reminds me of Sandra. So I'm just going to go in with my black Pitt pen. It's by Faber-Castell. And I also have the Faber-Castell, just the smaller one. This is just has an S, so it's for like, I think it's called Super Fine or something like that. So anyway, I'm just going to draw out the face and put a title on here and call it good. So hang tight. Let's jump back into fast forward. Okay, so I've got to this point, which I really, really, really love. And I think for my title, because this reminds me so much of Sandra, what I did is I took some black. This is Claudine Helmuth, her charcoal black, and it's semi-gloss acrylic paint. And I just wanted to water it down so that I could use it to do like brush script writing, which Sandra's in love with. So that is the other thing that reminds me of her. So I am going to kind of like title this page "Wish You Were Here," meaning Sandra. So my kind of like I don't know what you want to say. My inspiration was obviously Sandra for this. So anyway, like I said, I just watered that paint down. So now I'm just gonna go. I am going to be awful at that, at the brush stroke writing, but we're gonna give it a try, right? Okay, so this still has to dry. It's still really, really wet, but those big drips are going to take a long time to dry. So the last thing I'm going to do is actually go in here with some Hero Arts ink and just stamp the date because I always forget. So I want to make sure I do that one. So thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.